התחלנו.
Hello everyone and welcome to the City of Myst Let's Play game with the team and friends. We're here this evening with Yaniv or Neev and with Eran, who are team members of City of Myst, and joined by Evyatar and Aviv, who are kind enough to jump in and join the fray, as we'll see in a moment. So today what we're going to do is we're going to play a very cool case, an adventure of City of Myst. City of Myst, if you don't know, is a game of superpower, a detective superpower game, where you play characters that have been touched by something from beyond, kind of a mythical aspect or a legendary aspect, but also have their ordinary lives to worry about. So all the characters are kind of a mixture of the legendary and the ordinary. And you investigate cases of other legendary and ordinary nature. Cases of legendary and ordinary nature. So guys, we're going to start maybe perhaps by first presenting which character everyone is playing, and then out of our 7 pre-generated characters, and then later I'm going to give a short explanation of the rules, and then we can start playing. So Eran seems very eager. Maybe you should start.
Okay, sure, yes, of course. I'll start. I'm playing Flicker, as you can see. No, here. Nice, yes. Flicker, you know what? I'll show you her page. Can I just show her page?
By all means.
Okay, sure. Then here is Flicker with her stuff, but I think this is the interesting thing about her. Her themes, what she is. Well, mythos-wise, that is her powers and supernatural abilities, she can bend space-time with time-space warping, with kind of things like super speed and tear the time-space apart, and short-range teleportation, good catcher, act just before it happens, all sorts of cool stuff like that, and expanding senses, flashes of what was here before, flashes of beyond, flashes of tomorrow, nice. And her logos, that is her everyday mundane parts, she has 2 themes, hipster, with things like trendy, free thinker, into music, and hacker, which of course has things like data mining, smartphone or tablet, hacker connections, etc. So she is amazing, and I'm going to win the game. If you can win it. Role-playing games, I will win. That was me, yes.
Right, so yeah, so as Eran has showed us, every character is made out of 4 themes, divided between mythos and logos, and mythos represents the legendary aspects, and logos the ordinary aspects. Who wants to be next?
I'm playing Declan. Declan Lestrange, as they say. I'm a worldly wise, dubious antique dealer who's also a gunslinger. But on the other hand, I'm living in what you would call a dream of sort, and it helps me kind of control reality in a way. Well, not real reality, but
you have mysterious reality bending.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll find out.
All right, I'll go next. I'm playing Excalibur. She's a rich bitch from a wealthy and dysfunctional family, as rich bitches come from. But she's also, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, an activist for social change. She wants to help all those poor, trodden souls. She actually goes out in the streets, disguised, to look at the poor people who live in her city that she looks upon from above. And the cool thing about her is that she has an elegant little ring that can turn into any kind of insane weapon. That's going to be really interesting.
Kind of sounds like Full Metal Alchemist that we're watching now.
Yeah.
They can turn his hand into like whatever weapon he wants.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, so I'm playing the Fire Salamander, which is an everyday walker. He's actually a city water walker. He knows his way around the city. He's an upcoming firefighter, as you can see. He really just wants to clean the streets and keep them clean. And his only mythos power, or I'm not sure how to call it, is Nimbus of Primordial Plasma, which basically means his skin can produce a substance which is neither fire nor water, but it is burning. It's something that you don't want to get close to, basically.
Yeah, so you have quite the team, or as we will call it in this game, a crew. And for each City of Myst game, the crew also has a crew theme. You each have your own 4 themes, but the crew also has a crew theme, and I'll show it now on my screen.
It's kind of like the party sheet from Warhammer Fantasy.
It's definitely the party sheet, but it's very concise. It's like any other theme, and we can see the 4 themes that you can choose from now. We have Don't Believe the Truth, which is a theme that talks about conspiracies. We have Masked Vigilante Investigations, which means the group is a kind of an investigation firm, but they also work behind the scenes. We have The Job, which means the group was hired to do something, and Dabblers, the group is kind of experimenting with the mystical stuff, but today's case is most suitable for the Masked Vigilante Investigation. So when I said you can choose from, I didn't mean you guys. I meant people who play.
Sure.
But it does mean that you have a couple of other things you can use, things like office space. You got each other's back. You blow off some. You can go and blow off some steam anyway. You can think of if it's pounding some crooks or whatever way you can think of. And you also have weakness tags, and that kind of brings me to how we play the game. So the game is based on Apocalypse World, but it also has a lot of different aspects in, that maybe you will recognize from other systems like Fate or Lady Blackbird. The way we play the game is with moves. Whenever you do something in the game story, you make a move. Whenever you make a move, you have to do something in the game story. And to show you how to make a move, I'm just going to use this really cute block about mitosis. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mitosis is one of the other characters that you guys didn't choose. But basically, we can see how to make a move. So very easy steps. You pick a move out of the 8 basic moves that we have. I'll go over them in a minute. You count all the tags relevant for the move. So if mitosis is throwing a punch, we can say that instant muscle building and boxing are tags that are relevant. And what we want to do is we want to take the tags that are kind of strictly relevant, not tags that are touching or maybe, and I'll help you with that because sometimes you're trying to do 5 moves at the same time and we're just going to split them. But for now, let's use the relevant tags.
Okay.
You throw 2 6-sided dice, 2d6, and you add the number of tags. And then if you get 10 or more, just like any other Apocalypse Engine game, if you roll 10 or more, you have a success. If you roll 7 to 9, you do succeed, but there are all kinds of complications. And if you roll 6 or less, it means that I, as the MC, make a move against you or to complicate things for your group. That's the basic element. Now, this big number 2, the number of tags you are using, is actually important. It's called your power. And in some of the moves descriptions, we use this power rating of your action to see how powerful it is, how much effect it has, and so on and so forth.
Okay, I have a question. Can I use any tag from any theme? I have 4 themes. Can I combine whatever I need?
Definitely, you can use whatever you have. You can even use the crew tags
Oh.
from the crew theme. And when you do that, you lose that tag. The whole team loses that tag until you recover it at the end of the session. There are special rules for that, but we won't be using them today.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can use the crew tags one time.
Is there a limit to how many tags you can use?
There are 2 options. There's an optional rule of limiting it to 3. We won't be using it today. You can use as many tags as you can weave into the story of your action in a way that makes sense. And we can decide together what makes sense or not.
Okay.
So this is how you roll a move. Now
So you don't waste your own tags if you use them, right? It's just the group's tags?
Just the group tags are wasted when you use them, are spent. But you can also, there is a move, if you would like to do that, you can also burn one of your tags, and it will give you pretty much an instant success. We won't go into the mechanics of that, but you can burn your own tags. And there are other situations where your tags can burn. For example, if you try to pull something that's really off the scale, I'm going to make you roll a special move for that where your tags might burn. But for now, let's just look at the basic moves. There's 8 moves. They cover all, most of the possible actions you can think of.
Do you have a PDF with them that you can share with us?
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Amazing.
So our moves are right here. We have investigate. We don't have to get into the details of each move. We can do that as we go along. We have investigate. Investigate is, you're going to use investigate whenever you want to get any information or you have questions that you want answering. It could be what's around the corner by listening, or I don't know, by using your powers, what happened here yesterday, or it could be, hacking into a computer and getting details. Investigate covers all these actions. Convince covers all the actions where you try to talk someone into doing something. So for it could be seduction, it could be violence, it could be persuasion. All of these things are covered by convince. Face danger is the move that I'm going to ask you to roll whenever I'm about to throw some damage at you. So damage in this game is covered by statuses. We'll take a look at that when it becomes relevant. But whenever I want to hit you with a status, I'm going to ask you to roll face danger if you have any way of defending yourself from that status. It's basically your defensive move. The next move is hit with all you've got. Hit with all you've got is, imagine those moments where you have a clear shot and then you just hammer the enemy with all your power. This is the move for that. It's the classic attack move, but it does require you have a clear shot at your target. Of course, what you attack them with is entirely up to you. It could be anything from weapons and fists to a psychic blast. The next move is going toe-to-toe. Going toe-to-toe is really being in a competition for control or a struggle for control. Whenever you get into a situation where you're facing something you're struggling with something over a certain goal, like you're trying to reach a place before your enemy, or you are or maybe you are trying to discover something, but there is a mystical barrier that hides the area, so your senses cannot penetrate it. You're going toe-to-toe with that mystical barrier. So any kind of competition is covered by this move.
Oh, okay.
or contested roles, as we know them maybe from other systems. Change the game is a very versatile move. It basically covers any situation where you're trying to give your team or yourselves an advantage, or give your adversaries a disadvantage. You can inflict statuses with it. You can add new tags, create new beings with new tags, remove statuses from other people, and so on and so forth. You can give someone a negative status or give your friends a positive status. So this is very, very versatile, and I'll tell you when to use it. And the last two moves, there's sneak around. Sneak around is when you try to do something secretly or deceptively, whether you're trying to lie to someone to their face, or you're trying to use stealth to get somewhere undetected. And take the risk is a kind of a catch-all move for all the dangerous, stupid, and chancy things you might try to do, like walking on a ledge or jumping out of the way of an explosion.
I'm only going to use that.
But
No problem.
out of the ledge of an jumping out of the ledge of the, but jumping out of the way of an explosion is not taking a risk. If you jump into the explosion, that's kind of more risky, isn't it?
Yeah.
What if I'm trying to convince the explosion not to burn me? Is that taking a risk, or is that convinced?
No, you actually have a good point here, because jumping out of the way of an explosion can also be face danger, especially if that has the explosion has a status in it. But if you're just trying to do something dangerous and we want to see whether you succeeded or not, something that isn't inherently painful unless you fail, we're going to roll take the risk.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. So, we're back. Okay. So, a little bit about City of Myst. City of Myst is the stories in City of Myst focus around the city. It's kind of in every city. It's a general city. We don't necessarily name specific things in it. We can, but we won't today. And this city is a very dark and mysterious place, in the sense that a lot of things are happening there behind the scenes, but the inhabitants don't know about it. There is something that just continually distracts people and draws their attention away from those forces operating in the shadows. What these forces are, nobody knows, but for some of you, for the protagonists, for sure, your characters, these forces appear as your mythos, as something that is alive in you, some kind of power. And it appears in different ways. For Excalibur, it appears as an object. For the other guys, maybe something more innate that's operating inside them. But we'll get to that later. So today's story begins in your office space, which you will have to tell me where that is. I'll give you a couple of options. It could be Fire Salamander's secret hideout somewhere, I don't know, wherever he chooses. It could be Excalibur, something expensive Excalibur paid for. It could be Declan Lestrange's, warehouse. Antique shop or warehouse. Or maybe Flicker's one-bedroom apartment. I don't know.
Sure, honey, we'll meet there.
Yeah, I think it's Flicker's, upstairs bedroom in her parents' house. Maybe.
I think it's Flicker's downstairs coffee house around the corner.
Flicker's dimensional pocket.
But
no, we're not there yet.
Not yet.
Oh, maybe that's how the coffee shop is called. Flicker's
Yes.
Dimension. Yeah.
That's how she calls it. And now I think Excalibur probably paying for all of this now.
Yeah.
Yes, I think there's probably a really fancy office somewhere that's paid by a shell company of a shell company that's somehow related through absolutely, completely untraceable ways to my immense fortune.
Do we know what's your real name? I mean, it's probably not Excalibur.
Oh yeah, it's Jessica Chainsworth.
Do we know it?
Yeah, I'm quite famous around the city.
Jesse.
Jessica. For you,
Jesse.
darling.
Yeah, I mean, do we know any of you flickers and fire salamanders names. My name is Declan Light. I don't need a fancy superhero
Yeah.
name.
No, I obviously go by Flickr whenever I can.
Okay. It's like, but your name is probably like Kylie or something.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah, Kylie Stenenshauser or something. But yeah, no, Flickr, yeah.
Okay, so let's kind of imagine the camera descending on the city, seeing this very big metropolis, burning with the long streaks of traffic moving through the city, pumping like a heart in and out, and day and night change very fast. We kind of see this time lapse, and it stops on a late afternoon in a kind of a fancy office district, maybe kind of a digital hub where all the high-tech companies are, and we see your office, your very posh office space where some of you maybe are there at the moment, and you can choose whether you're doing something else at the minute or at the office.
I'm basically always there.
So Flickr ditches her one-bedroom apartment for the office. That's okay. We don't blame her.
Yeah, I'm there as well. I just finished a shift.
Okay.
I think Declan bursts into the apartment with this like golden idol. He goes to the table and puts it gently on it. He's like, well, this is something. He starts like looking at it and touching it, and I don't know what it is, but I'm fairly certain it's something, okay?
I'm honestly not sure how it got it past security, darling.
I have my ways. I mean, you might want to go check on your guards over there. They might not be, they might need some medical attention, but...
Oh, for goodness sake. I mumble something into my watch piece. Very elegant watch piece, but obviously a smartwatch. What is this thing?
Flickr like slides across the room on her chair, but it flicks. I mean, she uses it to get her like twice as fast as usual. To place her hand on the thing and like look at it from every angle.
To start discussing it, your phone rings, Declan.
Oh, my phone's ringing. Hold on. No one touch this. No one touch this.
Dude, I tell you to change the tune. This is like so last month. I can't believe we're hanging out together.
I take the statue and touch it, obviously.
I don't know how to change this. Anyway.
And there are all those sorts of like bars, new toolbars on the browsers and stuff like that.
I
So
pick up the
when
phone.
you pick up the phone, it's well, first you see the name. It's Michel Ahmagi. It's
Michel
a French
Ahmagi.
Persian acquaintance of yours who has an art gallery in downtown.
Ahmagi.
Everyone, quiet. Hello, Michelle. How's it going, darling?
Declan? It's a guy, by the way. Declan?
Yes, darling. You know I love to call you that, Michelle.
What the hell are you talking about? Listen. Listen. I need your help very urgently.
Yeah, what else is new? So,
There's been someone broke into my gallery. Can you come down here? It's a mess.
it's not me, okay? It's definitely not me. So I don't know what you. Yeah, sure. I'll come down. Are you making it worthwhile?
Well, I don't want to call the cops just yet. I think there's something weird going on here.
someone taken this strange gold statue from my gallery. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. No need to call the cops. You know what? I think we'll come down and sort it out. All right. Something strange is my last name is Lestrange. It's like it's strange.
I roll my eyes.
I'm
Anyway.
writing on the tablet.
That just means you're not from here.
Or does it?
Look, Declan, are you going to help me out or not?
I'm on my way. All right. Okay, darling. All right.
Okay, I'll see you here.
See you, darling. All right. Bye. Oh, that's one strange fella, I have to tell you.
But not last strange. I want to roll for investigate. I want to investigate this. I'm already on it. I mean, the tablet is on the table next to the thing, and she's already like sweeping and clicking and stuff like that.
Right. But do you even know, did she kind of overhear the conversation?
Obviously.
Oh, by the way, guys, our antique dealer, Michelle, the one I call darling, he had a break-in, so
Yes, like all
maybe
news.
someone did. How does she always know stuff?
I have two phones, obviously, and one of them is like a copy of yours, and everything that happens on your screen happens on mine as well. Translated and also transcribed all of your text, all of your voice, mail, and everything into
My
text.
head hurts. My head just hurts. What are you doing with my statue? I go over
Oh, I totally forgot about the statue.
to Excalibur.
Yeah, I'm investigating that in the meantime.
No one cares about the statue.
Personal
I-
space.
I want to just know more things about the gallery. I want to know what might be interesting about it. Well, everything about Lestrange is sort of a thing that I enjoy investigating anyway, because he's kind of cool. Like, he has this cool aura, and I would love to be a part of it in a way. So everything interesting in his life must. I have to check it. I have to know at least a bit. So anything that I can know about this gallery, where it is, this Ahmagi guy, maybe something about the break-in, even though the police don't know yet, maybe I can discover something else.
Sure. You can. How are you doing it? Are you?
Well, basically on my tablet, I want to just go, sweeping searching Google in all the right ways, using all the pluses and minuses and all of the how they call life hacker kind of things that she probably knows and have macros for.
Yeah, that's real hacker stuff.
This is totally the hacker stuff.
Yeah, you're just throwing all the words you know.
Yeah.
But really, just doing a very good search. I mean,
Go for
nothing beyond it.
Go for it. I think you have at least one tag that I can remember.
I can see. I have data mining. Is that
Yeah,
usable?
I think that's what I was thinking of.
I also have flashes of other parts of the city as part of my expanding senses.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is a totally different way of investigating, and you can use it too. But
Excellent.
you don't stack it together.
No, but I thought maybe as she goes through it, she'll have flashes, as she sees pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just as she goes through what? Through the
data mining, yes.
Okay, it could be cool. Let's throw them together.
How do you do that?
Roll +2.
Okay, so let's see if I get this. How do you call this? Dice stream. Let's see if I get it right. I roll. That's an 8 plus 2. That's a 10.
That's a 10. So you have a lovely success, and in the investigate move, it means that bad shit doesn't happen. So
That's actually what it says. It says bad shit doesn't happen.
No, it's a bit more. It's phrased a bit better.
Okay.
But the complications arrive at 7 to 9. At 10, you have no complication, and you get to ask 2 questions, for which I have to give you a solid clue or a straight answer.
Okay, I'm sharing it now so that everyone can see. Yeah, I like it. I uncover as many clues as my power, which was 2, because I had 2 tags. spend 1 to ask the MC a question about the subject of investigation, or ask other player a relevant question about their character. Nice. Okay, yes, sure. What was important in the gallery?
What was important in the gallery? So it's you find you look through whatever the website of the gallery.
Yeah.
That's some really hacky stuff right there.
That's the most.
www.gallery.com.
So, hacking into the internet, you discover that the gallery, there were all kinds of interesting artifacts there. It wasn't an antiques gallery per se. It's an art gallery, and it's kind of a mix. And there are plenty of interesting and expensive things there. You do notice that there was a visiting kind of exhibition that included all kind of Renaissance artifacts, but not very important ones. Things like stuff like kind of Leonardo da Vinci's sketches, but not Leonardo da Vinci's. Some third, fourth tier artist sketches, and not even the cool sketches, something like that.
Okay. It was Leonardo Lestrange.
Everyone knows Lestrange now.
My second question is obviously who stole it, but you probably can't answer that, right?
No, but I'll give you a solid clue.
Ooh, I get a clue.
A week ago, someone tried to break into this gallery already, and they tried to. There's a kind of a short report in the newspaper, because that one was reported through the security company, the security guards company, and there's all kinds of pictures and of the back door through which they were trying to enter, and the scene, and when you look at it, you kind of get a flash of the place that isn't really on the picture, and you get a moment to look around, and what strikes you very odd is that there are a lot of feathers lying around, not in a crazy way, but there are a lot of feathers, and when you look up, you see that there's a roof over this back entrance. And then you kind of zap back into the present moment, or the current place you're at.
My eyes flash like they do, a bit like purple-white when that happens. And she almost automatically, in a way, tells everyone about what she saw.
Whoa.
Okay.
That sounds strange, or strange, if you use French. I would say, let's investigate. And, he takes out his gun, starts putting bullet by bullet into the old revolver, puts it in the holster, and walks out. Oh, sorry, I forgot the idol. Hold on.
I let security downstairs know that they shouldn't arrest the man with weapon on
the
his
strange
belt.
man.
The strange man, yeah.
It's fine. I can challenge, just warm it up before I go out.
Sure, yeah. However your weapons work, darling. And I urge everyone to follow. I think we should do it as quickly as possible while they still haven't gone to the police.
Yeah, well, I'll take my electronic bike, so you can go however you want. We'll meet you there. I'll get a place to go before, so.
Yeah, Declan puts his this gold idol in his bag, his side bag that he uses, which is totally not fashionable, as Flickr numerous times has mentioned. But it works. So there.
It's like a pouch, right? You just have a pouch.
No, you can hold up.
So basically, you guys each want each other's confirmation and approval.
Well, yes. Obviously, yes. Yes.
I think it's just these two, yeah.
Definitely.
Right. So how do you go there? You probably have a very fancy car, Excalibur.
Yeah, sure, with a driver. You can join if you want.
No, I'm not joining.
How far is it?
You know, it's downtown. You guys are in a district outside. It doesn't really matter. It's just a couple of minutes of driving, but.
Yeah, sure. If she always has booze in the car, so why not?
Fire Salamander, are you in?
No, definitely not. I'm going for the sewers.
Seriously?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't trust these people in the fancy cars. Yeah, they just keep like getting people with strange last names, like Lestrange or something like that. I can't trust
My
those.
mother had that name.
Ah,
and
that
father.
explains it.
And people before, and even Michelangelo Lestrange,
Yes, obviously, apparently.
Leonardo. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'll stop by this shake bar that I know on the way because it's downtown, next to there, and I have some friends, I say hello, stuff like that, and I'll probably be fashionably late after they arrive.
Late, you're hanging out with your buddies. Unless you're going to use the Nimbus underwater blast in the sewer, I think you're going to be also a little bit late.
Yeah, I have like knows every street and city waterways access.
Nice.
Okay, if you
Yeah,
use the
I
waterways,
basically
it's a bit better
take
than
it-
the sewer.
I take it so I don't have to go on
Right.
street level, don't have to meet anyone, and I do try and get there before them,
So
just
you
to
make
strike
it.
that mile of Lestrange.
Maybe it's rush hour, and we're just stuck in traffic.
No, you would make it even if it's not rush hour. It's very fast underwater. So
No, I mean,
you pop out of
for the
a
limo,
manhole, out of the sewer, not far. By the time you travel there, the sun has set a little bit. It's the sunset. The skies in colors of purple and red and orange, and there's steam coming out of the subway where you are. You're obviously now in downtown. It's a bit grimmer around here, but it's an area that's being gentrified. So the art galleries, all that kind of stuff. It's
Yes.
starting to get nicer.
Goddamn rich
No.
people.
On the corner, they have this new club called The Corner, and when you enter it, like the best place is not the corner. So, hello.
Exactly.
That sounds great.
So, Fire Salamander, what are you up to when you get there?
Do I get there before them?
You look a bit hurt. Your avatar looks a bit hurt, but
Does it?
a little bit.
Yeah, like two.
About two.
Like, not too
Hurt
hurt.
too. It
Yeah.
looks like hurt too.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Much
So
better.
I assume I get there before them because they have traffic and all of that, and I just take the quickest route below surface. I wanna find that alley where Flicker saw that feathers or whatever,
Sure.
and I'm not sure if it's like actively investigating. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it is investigating. I just wanna look around a bit before I talk to the to Michelle. I
To
just,
the
just wanna
curator. Yeah.
yeah, so I wanna look around on that roof, see if there's still some feathers there.
Sure. So the feathers were by the door under the roof, which was the strange thing about it. When you get there, there's nothing. It's been cleaned up, but you can roll for investigate and ask a couple of questions. Do you have any kind of straightforward investigation tags, or
Yeah, I have
just
snooping
roll
around.
clean?
I have snooping around.
Yeah, that
Is
sounds
basically
good.
what I do. How accessible is the roof? How high is it?
It's kind of a small roof, an awning, so it's accessible. You can just come out of it and then climb on top of it. It's not a problem.
All right. So yeah. So I want to climb on. I have athletics, so I don't know if I need to roll for that.
No,
But I
it's
wanna,
part of your investigation. I think you can roll with snoop around. Your physical motions are not that important in this case.
all right. So yeah. I just wanna investigate that. Maybe go up the roof, see if I see anything there. Um, there's like, I have a power that says truly wants to do good, which kind of sounds like something that can be applied everywhere. So I'm not really sure.
Right. It's so that's what I mentioned earlier. The directly empowering rule is does it really help you right now see better, find
Oh,
clues
okay.
better? Probably not. If someone was trying to sway you to do something bad, maybe that would be a handy tag to use.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, so if you're not using the athletic, then it's just a snooping around. I have crime world familiarity.
Yeah, you can definitely use that if you. That's certainly a crime, breaking somewhere. So.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm using that to see if it's something that I know, something that's been it's been before. So it's 2. So it's just
You rolled the 2 dice.
2 d6.
Yeah.
There's a problem. I want to use all of my tags all the time.
Perfect.
Problem or opportunity?
Yeah.
So that's not a high roll.
No.
So, yeah, you have a 7. So if we're going to look at the moves there, so when you roll a 7 on an investigate move, I can choose one because you're doing it against the scene and not against one of the other player characters. The MC can choose one. Your investigation exposes you to danger. The clues you get are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false. Whoever or whatever you are asking the question can ask you one question as well. You answer on the same terms.
Okay, so it's definitely not the third one.
Actually, it is.
Okay.
I'm going to choose the third one.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you...
How much do you want to live?
No, I'll ask you this. Are you a true believer?
No.
You're not.
No.
Okay. We're going to use that later on.
Great. So I still have the 2 questions as well?
You can, yeah, you have 2 questions. You can ask any question under the sun. So if you ask something that's too broad and I don't want to reveal it, I give you a clue. But just feel free to ask what you're actually looking for.
Okay.
Ask him if he's a true believer.
Sorry, say again?
Ask him if he's a true believer.
Who left the feathers here?
Investigating the scene, not the person who asked.
Yeah, no, we'll show you what it, We'll show you.
So, who left the feathers here?
Okay. You're looking around. You maybe expand a bit to up the roof to the rooftop of the building.
Yeah.
And you see some, all kinds of graffiti. You look at it for a while and then you pretty much get the hang of it. It's all kind of animistic shapes, ravens, stags, animals, boars, all kinds of animistic shapes.
Okay. Do I recognize them?
You don't recognize them, but you recognize the style of the graffiti. It's definitely a kind of inner city style of graffiti.
Okay.
The kind of rougher side of town.
Yep.
Or not side, but the rougher part of town.
Yep.
You could even maybe trace it down to a certain 1 or 2 neighborhoods.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, well, I guess I have like knows every street and crime world familiarity, so I probably know those things. Like, okay,
yeah, if you had to guess, whoever made these graffiti is from Cross End, which is a very rough neighborhood.
cross end.
That maybe Excalibur also knows from her background, but she's not there.
All right. So that's the first question.
Yes.
Um, are are those the same people who? I mean, that's from last week's breaking. Are those the same people that broke in this time?
You keep looking around. You see you see that at the top of the building there's a door going into the building, a door on the roof, and that's the lock is busted there, but it
Oh,
was
all right.
busted by explosives. So you're not sure.
Okay.
No feathers here.
No feathers. All right, then it's fine. It's all good.
Right.
All right. So I go down.
Okay, you go downstairs and you to the street level, and then you meet Lestrange and Excalibur as they arrive. Jessica. So, what do you guys do?
Yeah. Ah, finally, you and your fancy rides.
Yeah,
Next time.
it was totally better to go through the sewers, definitely.
Yeah. Well, next time if you come with me, I can show you the world, so to speak.
Yeah,
Okay,
darling, just
okay,
take
Aladdin.
a step back if you don't mind.
Oh yeah. Do you want to know what I found out while you were off drinking and driving and waiting in traffic?
Well, we'll go on.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Yeah, I go near Excalibur. So I've done some.
You'll
digging.
catch me up a bit later, Excalibur.
I've done some snooping around, and apparently on the roof there are some weird graffitis that I traced to Cross End. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the neighborhood.
Of course I am.
Of course you are. There's some weird graffitis there. Some animals, some mystical shit that to be honest, I don't really know anything about that. Just recognize the type, the graffiti, and all of that. But the important thing was there's a door on the roof, and apparently the lock has been busted by explosives. So, yeah, next time you take a car, you might wanna, get here faster so you can help investigate.
I'm sorry, help climb onto roofs and look at graffiti.
No, I'm sorry. You should definitely just stay and drink the entire time. It's much better.
Thank you.
You've done that quite well yourself. Good job. It was a good job.
Well, somebody has to help this city.
All right, come on, where's Darling? Where did you see Darling anywhere?
Well, he's not on the roof. That's all I can say.
Obviously, he wouldn't. Okay, whatever.
Wait, where's Flicker?
She just appears behind you for a moment in like a flicker of short-range teleportation. She stumbles down. Her hair all messed up, like half green, half red, but that's usual. That's the usual kind. She just straighten up and dress it and tries to straighten herself up as everything is cool and like leans on the wall or something. And yeah, yeah.
Did you get stuck in 1593?
No. What are we doing here? Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, nice. Are we going in? Yeah, let's go in.
Let's go in.
Yes.
Let's meet this darling.
Okay, you go in. The gallery is, it's locked. The front door is locked. When you kind of use the intercom to let Michelle know that you're there, he opens the door, buzzes you in. You go
Guys,
out.
let me talk. He's a good friend of mine, so just let me see what's what here.
Okay, you say that while you all go in the elevator in this kind of tight space. I don't know. Do whatever you do.
What's that smell?
Oh, do you really have to go through the
Yeah, they just drank all the way here.
We just sat in a car. A car is the way to get to places.
We had, I think we had like 2, 3, 4, like really a minimal amount. Okay?
Guys, you had a party and you didn't invite me. This is the lamest.
The elevator arrives. It's not this fancy ding elevator. It's the one where you have to kind of pull up the net or whatever it's called. And
These are the best. Some of my friends live in elevators just like this.
excellent. So as you step out, Michel is already there. He's this middle-aged man, very suave in a very nice suit, quite good-looking. Obviously, from some kind of, you can kind of see a mixed racial background. Very, very handsome man, and he just looks at. First of all, he sees Excalibur, and he comes up to shake her hand, and maybe if she allows it, to kiss her hand on the back of her hand. And
Michelle,
Yeah.
darling, it's been too long.
how are you, dear?
Well, not too well, given the circumstances in which we found ourselves.
Michelle.
Yeah, well, it's always a pleasure to
Darling.
see you, darling.
Yes,
And then
yes,
he
please.
sticks a kind of a stare. He stares at Declan Lestrange and then looks back at you.
Yeah, Declan just takes him, like, puts his arm around him and, like, takes him to the side. All right, what is this really about? You got
Well-
me here, okay? What is it really
Well,
about?
if you'd only told me you had such beauty on your team and elegance, I would have told
stop.
earlier.
They're amateurs.
Declan,
Anyway.
we're working this together.
Yeah, we're working this together, but I told you, trust me.
Right, he says,
Don't trust them.
let me show you what happened here. Whoever it was that got in here this time, and believe me, some people have tried already. They've taken a couple of things. I think they got in through the roof door. It looks pretty broken, but there were security guards in here, and whoever it was, he just breezed past them, and then when they did find something was going on and try to apprehend him or her, whoever the robber was, he just vanished, and I found the security guards knocked out.
Do you have any?
So that seems
Sure.
very strange to me.
I look at Flicker
Strange.
with
Yes,
some
it's
suspicion.
strange.
I think Flicker is too occupied by looking around to try and see what sort of security they might have here. Like, I mean, of course, the real kind of security, like cameras and stuff like that.
Don't you have any footage? Yeah, or sand traps. Come on, who doesn't have a sand trap?
I have a camera or two, but it's in the back. We'll have to go and get it out.
All right, so let's go and get it out. Oh my God! Oh, everyone's here so incompetent. Come on.
What did your security people say when you asked them what happened?
Well, one of them said that he almost had the guy, but when he came near him, he just he was knocked out, and he doesn't even know what happened. He saw a flash.
Is it a flash, or a
Flash?
flicker?
No, the Flash is a comics. I've read. It's really good, but
There's also a
Not
TV
real.
series.
it's not real.
I don't think it's this kind of flash, my friend.
All right.
But let's see what the cameras will tell us. I'll go to the back and I'll bring that over here.
Great. You do
Yeah,
it.
nice.
You
yeah.
do it, darling.
Yeah, so while he does that, I go to the toilet to freshen up a bit. Out of character, I just saw that my character has like charming, handsome, and I kind of like
Yeah, it's like
ignore
one of
that
your
entirely.
views. Yeah.
So I take a few minutes. I go to the bathroom and I like wash my hair and I get like all the grease out and I like wash my face. And then I come back and I'm like, so yeah, what did I miss?
You clean up a nice fire, Salamander, without all the sewer all over you.
Are you
Well, the
doing?
story is our city,
You
but
sure do. Yeah.
Well,
So, like Declan goes around like the art show, and he's like, fake, fake. Hey, I've got that. Fake. Oh, that's. Takes something, puts him in his bag. That's not
whoa,
fake.
whoa, 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 Declan. I think you dropped that in your bag by accident.
Yeah, but you know, who's got time to tidy that up, right?
I do. Somebody has to tidy this city up.
Oh my God, not again.
You,
Not
the
this.
speakers
You
go
have
on.
failed this
The
gallery.
speakers go on, and you hear. The strange. You do realize that I'm watching the cameras right now.
You have to pay somehow, don't you?
Strange. I can take care of the
fake.
cameras if you want.
Anyway, okay.
I just take it out of the bag and put it back in place.
Whoa.
Right. When you guys kind of do this thing, one of you kicks something small and metallic on the floor, across the floor.
He did it.
You just hear it. You don't exactly see where it went to, but if you look for it, you find it fast enough.
Yeah, Flicker picks it up.
It's
Hands off the bag, guy. Hands off the bag.
it's a kind of it's a something broken, just shards of something or broken pieces of a device that was obviously originally made of metal, but is a bit melted a bit. Not in a crazy heat way. Just
Yeah.
it has it has some grease on it and soot. Maybe exploded in the past.
Guys, anyone recognizes this thing?
If I saw the lock on the roof, does it look like it's the same thing, or?
It's not the same thing, but
Okay.
it may have had explosives in it. So
Yeah.
my
So yeah, it looks like it's a metal that exploded. There you go, and I flick it back.
Where's that footage?
it's here.
Getting more
He
and
comes
more
in with
strange.
Michel comes in with his iPad,
I hide it. I hide the thing, like
Okay.
in my hands.
and he shows you he kind of runs through the thing and shows you the important moment where you see a person in a hoodie and a backpack, a very kind of big army backpack. It's not too big, but it's robust, and this person is seen walking down the stairs, and then later he picks things off the wall, a couple of things, and off the stands. And when he tries to get out, he seems like a man. When he tries to get out, the security guard, two of them, storm in. One of them checks the area or something, secures the area. The other guy runs up the stairs after the guy, and has his hand on him, but the hand just goes through, and then there is a kind of a flash that blinds the cameras, very strong, like an explosive. And the next thing you see is both of the guards on the ground, kind of reeling, and then they go out.
Dude, have you shown this to anyone? You really shouldn't show this to anyone. Like, this is obviously fake, right? This is fake. Can I check it? I can check it to see if it's fake. Look at the timestamp. The timestamp is obviously fake. Can I check it? Someone messed with it. I want to check it.
Kid.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Right, yeah, sure.
Declan wants to investigate.
Wait, I think we have a
Justice.
move here, no? Flicker.
Do I initiate a move? Which move is it?
Oh, a move.
It sounds like you're investigating. What do you want
It's
to
not-
check?
I want to check and see if someone actually messed with it, because it seems like a problem in the camera, possibly, or if not, then a problem in reality. It's one of these.
Go for it.
I obviously will use my power tag of computers, and is it again possible to use for my expanding senses flashes of what was here before?
Yeah, but I wouldn't use the. I mean, you need to choose. Are you using your powers to see what was here before, or are you checking something with the cameras? And getting...
No, I'll check something with the cameras. I want to check the cameras.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think she actually has an actual use of her expanding senses. I think it just comes at her.
Right, no problem. Like as a narrative thing.
Yeah, yeah. So that's only +1. But I got an 8, so that's a 9, so that's almost a 10.
Right. That doesn't matter. We're still in the
7 to 10.
the 7 to 9 category, so
7 to 9.
you're gonna get something fuzzy, incomplete, part true, part false.
That's fair. That's fair. What did they take?
I'm gonna be a nice MC here and tell you that it's very easy to see. Michelle knows what they took, so you can ask another more valuable question.
Okay. I had like a feeling that he was maybe trying to be obscure about it.
That's okay. You can check if Michelle is lying. That's another thing.
I have no idea how to do that. I'm not into, like he's this
not
nice
with the
dude,
computer.
but he's not my, unless I can hack him in a way. Okay, then, what was in the bag?
Right. What was in the bag?
Because it seems like the person had something in the bag when they entered the place, even.
Yes, they did. You kind of... Yeah, I guess you just zoom into the bag. It's...
Enhance.
Enhance. Yes.
And you see that the bag, on the outside of the bag, there are kind of discs, oval discs, that are obviously some kind of grenade, or because they have like the buttons, whatever, they have the flashing lights, they have everything, and for a moment you can even with your senses can see when you play it, and then when you play it slower, then everyone can see it, that this thing gets thrown. There's something really weird though. It gets thrown towards the security guard and the man he's trying to grab. It's not thrown away from.
Who throws it? Oh, it just like it flies through the air like on its own in a way?
It flies as though from thin air
Whoa,
towards the two.
It's Discmaster.
It could be that the camera is kind of messed up. You see, that's the...
Yeah, dude, look, Michelle, you said this camera is totally messed up. I mean, nothing here works as it should. I mean, it's fine, it works, but it's not like good. Look at all the artifacts. It's super strange.
We're in a gallery.
Yeah, did somebody say artifacts?
No, I mean, you're so lame. I mean artifacts like it's a professional. I mean, it's a word you use when you talk about... never mind.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
Strange always uses that word.
So what was stolen? Come on. We don't have all day,
Well, a couple of things. First, he shows you pictures. First, there was this neck piece. I don't know even what to call it. It's some kind of modern jewelry that I was keeping here for a friend, made of silver and gold. There was another thing, a small Persian carpet, but like a mini one, that's worth a couple of grand. And there was also something out of a visiting exhibition that I have that was the schematics of some artist, Fabrizio Faustini, from the 1400s. So I don't know why anyone would want it. It's really very lame stuff.
Can I investigate using my antique dealer
Nice.
powers and understand what's the hidden value of these things, if any?
Sure,
Nice.
go for it.
Okay, so I'll use. I guess I could use history and archaeologist, maybe. Yes. No.
Sorry,
Maybe.
yes, you can use history and archaeologist.
Great.
I think it's pretty obvious. It's a historical artifact.
Aha! 13.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Woohoo! 2 questions. What do you want to know?
Okay, so first question.
You have
Which
some
one?
nice themes. I like. I look at your Declan, at your page. I like your themes.
Yeah, definitely. So my first question is there a hidden value to one of these things?
The first 2 items have a very not hidden value. You can fence them pretty easily and get money for them. The necklace you can actually melt and get money for. Smelt, whatever. And but the third one it's not very clear. The schematics, it's schematics of a church. You go over it. It's a church that's actually in the city, so that's why it's a visiting exhibition. It was relevant to the city, but you have no idea why anyone would want an old church schematics.
Is there a way I can get a copy of this schematic?
On it. Now I will hack if needed.
Hack away?
Wait, that's my second question. Is there a way?
Okay, nice. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
that's right. That's the second question. Here we go. So, not really. No.
On it.
They're not available publicly or not publicly. That's their uniqueness. You imagine that someone maybe at some point made a copy, took a photo, but you can't really think of it has to be a kind of a bootleg. You can't really think of anything.
Someone scanned it sometime in some effort to preserve art. I will find it and I will download it.
Okay. Listen.
Okay.
This schematic is actually of a church that's in the city. All right? So, unless there's some kind of I don't know what, I'm guessing that the next target of the Discmaster is that church. I've solved the case. We can go home. I mean, to the church, but then
I always go to the church.
I have a massage at 5.
Is that a club? Is that a new hip club? It's called the church.
Dude, you know me so well. Can I use tags from other people? Like, it seems that Far Salamander might have some tag about, city government or something like that. Can I use it when I hack?
No, but Fire Salamander can help you with change the game and kind of give you a boost.
Oh, interesting. Because and
Dave, give me your username and password.
yes, exactly. What?
But Fire Salamander has kind of the street level,
Yeah.
Government stuff.
Yeah.
The person to talk to is Excalibur.
Oh. What will I roll? Is it sneak around, go toe to toe?
You're going toe to toe with if anyone's trying to hide it, and right now we won't divulge whether there is or isn't anyone. You're going toe to toe with them. So.
Okay.
I have some family friends in high places, and I'm sure some of them, if not all, have art collections, or at least dabble in art. I could maybe throw some names on you.
Yeah. Like places that might have
Like discs.
scanned it or something, or discs. Now, frack your discs. Change my game. Change my game.
Okay. How do I change the game?
So I'm going to share the the move sheet again. So change the game goes like this: you roll plus power. For every power, if you succeed, which is 7 or more, you get what we call juice, and you can spend your juice to create all kinds of effect. In this case, you're just going to give a new tag for a temporary tag to Flickr, saying kind of on the right track or something, whatever you want.
Kind of like in Fate, like this is adding an aspect.
Exactly. You can. This is the move that allows you to add things. The thing about this move is that whatever you add is it's temporary, it's topical, it affects only one person or target, and everyone can see it.
Yeah.
And if you want to hide it or scale up the effect or make it longer, you have to roll 10 or more, and then you can spend points on that. But for now, if you're just going to help Flickr with a one-off thing, you don't have to. You don't have to roll more than 9.
Okay, so it seems to me I have family friends in high places, which is a pretty good tag to use for that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think access to money would help. Not well. It always helps.
Always helps.
Well, it's a different kind of game. Maybe you want to put some, money across people's tables. That's more like convince. But it's a different kind of game.
No, I think we're still trying to keep it on the down low. So just mainly throw names at you and maybe different like databases or art galleries that I know my friends know of that might be able to help.
Sure.
So I roll 2d6.
Oh,
that's bad.
That's really bad. I think you
So
failed, actually.
Who do you call? Who do you call their Excalibur? Do you want to give me a name?
Go back to your screen.
Yeah.
A name. It's Louise Oiseau.
Louise Wazon.
He's a gallery owner that I know that knows all the people to talk to if you need art or any kind of pieces.
Okay. So when you call Louise, he picks up the phone. You have a chat for a while, and then you bring up these schematics. And he says, "Sure, let me look it up for you. One moment." And he runs a couple of searches. It takes a couple of minutes, but then you kind of hear him. He's all like a bubbly person, so he chats you up while he's kind of searching, but then he goes silent.
Louis? Hello? No?
Jessica? Mon chéri, listen to me very carefully.
Okay.
You need to stay away from this thing.
What?
Exactly as you heard. Just don't call me again about this thing, and don't call anyone because they are looking.
Who's looking?
I can't tell you these things. You just leave it alone, my dear. It's not for you.
Oh, no one says it's not for me to me, darling.
Even you, darling, you have your limitations. I urge you to take a step back from this thing. It is very dangerous. You have no idea, and the only reason I'm telling you all this is that I truly admire you and your style. But you must never call me again on this matter. Just drop it. And he hangs up.
It's like, are we still on for drinks on Saturday, right?
No, that is
But let's just check. How is your mother, my dear?
Okay.
I share the details of my conversation with you guys, and I don't know about you, but I'm more determined than ever.
Yes, now I am very interested now. Okay, I have one more thing to try. Trust me, it doesn't always work.
Just 1 second, Declan, sorry for stopping you twice, but is Flickr going to go forward with the search or not?
Well, I have a question. I have a weakness tag. Can be traced. Now, before I wasn't all that worried, but now I am a bit worried about
Dude.
this.
So now that you brought up weakness tags,
Oh.
tags, when you play them, reduce your power, but by 1, just like a power tag, but reversed. And they they allow you to mark growth or insight, which is like the evolution of that theme from which you're using the weakness tag.
So
I can also tell you, I think you should be using this weakness tag or use this weakness tag as a part of the story, but then you get to still mark growth or insight. So yeah, if you're going to use any hacking now, I can already tell you, Can Beach Trace is going to be piled on top of that.
Well, I turn around in the chair like for everyone else and basically looking up at Fire Salamander because he's the grown-up, you know? He's the guy that you can count on. He's like I'm sorry, but
I'm the good guy. Sorry.
he's the good guy. He's the guy, like, he has a heart, you know? He's Captain America.
I do have a heart.
That's a problem with the city, that women are just not considered powerful figures.
It's not women, it's you rich people. You just ruin everything.
How
You saw how
it's
one
antique
French
dealers.
guy.
How about us?
I think anyone on the street would consider Excalibur the most powerful person in this group.
Yes.
But Flicker is a bit of a wild card. She does her own thing. Just goes for the hottie.
Guys, I don't know if I should do this. I mean, is it really important? Can we just? Declan said we can just go there.
Yeah, okay. You know, leave it for the adults. All right? I've got a plan. Trust me, you might not like this, especially you, Fire Salamander. But trust me, I've got a plan. And he takes out a gun, and he knocks out Darling, Michelle.
Are you serious?
What?
Wait! I'm telling you,
Carry on.
I know what I'm doing. All right, what I want to do.
Wait, so did you do that already? Is that done?
Well, you can.
It's done because Michelle doesn't have any narrative power to oppose it, unless one of you stops him.
So yeah, I definitely stop him. As he does that with his revolver or whatever.
Well, you would not gonna stop me because I have subconscious reaction speed.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What does that even mean?
Wait. Declan, it looks like you're going toe-to-toe with
All right.
Yeah.
with
All
Fire
right.
Salamander.
Yeah.
Fire Salamander, you can roll change the game to interrupt him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm changing the game to interrupt him.
Wait. I want to know, mechanic-wise, what's going on? Like, don't the both of them go toe-to-toe with one another?
Well, go toe-to-toe it resolves itself, so you don't have to roll this move more than once. Only one player rolls the move. And because Declan Lestrange initiated the action, that's what he's going to roll. The only way other player characters can affect other player characters' moves is by changing the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I'm definitely trying to change the game. I'm trying to grab his hand, not even push it around, not hit him, but just very, very heroically just catch his hand before he manages to do anything.
Before he hits him with the gun handle. Or
Yep.
the butt of the gun. Yeah.
So I'm gonna use brawl, obviously.
Obviously.
Is dodge?
Not really. You're not dodging anything, are you?
I'm helping Michelle dodge. No.
I'm afraid we have a weakness for the team on our team theme. On the theme of the team. Getting in each other's space. So...
Wait, let me get some powers first.
I want to keep that one for a bit, for a time when you're not already killing each other.
So athletic isn't really.
But yeah, you can definitely throw that in. So, Fire Salamander, how much is your power? What are you using?
So it's brawl. What about handsome? because that's Lestrange, he looks at me and he just can't focus on anything else.
It's already
Yeah.
established.
I'm not looking at you
looks
at
like
all.
Lestrange
so-
is swinging that way, but you have to do 2 separate moves on that.
No, yeah,
Yes.
I only have Brave.
Turn someone on.
I only have Brave that I think might apply, but I don't think it's directly.
Yeah, it doesn't directly apply. So roll +1. Power 1.
All right. So just D6.
But didn't you say you have athletics as well?
Yeah, I have Athletics, but does that apply here?
It sounds like you have to do something really quickly and like good instincts.
Yeah, it can work.
All right. Yeah, I thought about it more as like running and jumping, but yeah.
Yeah, I think about it as well, but if it's kind of a
Okay,
big-
well, I can say that I'm not standing right next to him, then I have to like jump a bit to catch him, and then Athletics applies.
Okay, then we might break it into a couple of moves, but okay, let's roll.
All right.
It's the story.
Nope. So it's 8.
8. It means you have 2 points to 2 points of juice, but you can't make it permanent or long-lasting or whatever.
That's
Or
fine. I
get
just
any
need it
other
right now.
advantage. You can just inflict a status of 2 on Lestrange for that action.
So what are statuses?
Yes, Eran, I was waiting for you. Thanks.
Oh, do they say statusi?
So
Status strange.
statuses are like conditions. They are temporary conditions that affect your character, but they have a tier. And the tier matters because the tier, whenever a status is relevant for an action you're taking, you take the tier off your power if that status impedes you from taking the action, or you add the tier to the power if it's a kind of a bonus enhancing status for that action. So the same status can be, it could enhance and impede different things. But for now, maybe Salamander, can you tell us what kind of status do you use? Is it something like blocked or what? Or are you threatening? Well,
No, it's well, obviously it's some kind of a threat, but I mean, if I can just use like block, yeah, what Eran is doing basically.
Grabbed?
Yeah, grab might work as well. It's kind of the same, I guess.
yeah, okay. Grabbed, blocked, and the tier is 2. So that's going to take 2 off the power of your move.
Great.
Yeah, fantastic.
So anyway, okay, so I go and pistol whip him, and I'm using my subconscious reaction speed,
That's good.
and I think I could tell me if I can do this. I expected Fire Salamander to try to block me because I'm a good judge of character. It's a tag
That's
I
kind of
have.
stretching it, but yeah, I can see that. You know him. You know what he's going to do. He's pretty. Also, he's very predictable, so that can apply here.
Exactly.
He has very strong principles.
What else can I use? I don't have attack for my gun. Gunslinging stunts. Could that be
I don't think you're using your gun, so I think it's pretty obvious. It's not doesn't apply.
You obviously don't use common sense.
I am using common. You have much common
Right.
sense.
So far you're rolling. You're rolling with nothing.
2.
You're rolling +0. Because
Okay.
Your power is 0.
All right.
But
Go.
whenever you roll.
Oh, ouch.
Yes.
So I was just going to say that when you roll with 0, if you get any effect, you get a minimum of 1 always. But you fail. So basically, what happens is that Michelle screams, "What the hell are you doing, Lestrange? I call you for help, and this is how you help me?"
You
Yeah,
know,
what the hell are you doing, Lestrange?
can someone decide how they call me? Because
Lestrange, can you please...
You're Americanizing it or
Look.
taking the French way.
look, I'm gonna have to explain it to you slowly because obviously you don't understand. But there's one person here that has seen the blueprints. All right, and
okay, I understand now.
dream reality bending skills, I could if you hadn't stopped me so unpolitely.
Look into his dreams.
Everyone,
Look into
Alex
his.
is going around crazy. He wants to kill you.
All right, relax. Okay, we'll get your stuff back. Okay, and I won't hurt you anymore.
Wait, so we can. I mean, if that's your plan, which is, it's not a bad plan.
Oh, thank you.
I'll
Thanks.
give you that.
Flicker like grabs his shirt and like, dude, that is so cool. I didn't know you can do that.
I wanna. I think it's convince. I basically wanna convince Michel to let us poke around his psyche to figure out that.
I'm pretty sure he has kind of a few no tags there because of what just happened, but you know.
Yeah, but I mean, if
I don't understand. I don't understand. How would this help you?
We'll be able to see the blueprint. Maybe we'll find some kind of secret passage, or you know, it's a church. They always had
Look,
like.
it's strange. Your fetish with old things, I don't care about it. I'm going to pay you to bring back the schematics, not to see what's on them.
Well, you
So,
didn't have a problem with my fetish, you know.
Weird thing, snoop around,
Last time.
and don't make me regret the fact that I got you over here. You know, I don't want to call the cops because someone hit me on the head with
No, Michelle, darling, I'm sorry about this whole thing. We're new at this, working together. Clearly, we have some kinks to power through. But if my good friend Hillestrange here says that he needs you to be asleep in order to have a look at your mind, maybe you had a look at the schematics, it can help us understand who took it, where are they going, what are they planning to do with it.
Look, while this is happening,
Look, my dear, if it wasn't for you here, so 1 second. If it wasn't for you, if you weren't here, I would kick all these, and he just looks all the other guys up and down.
And no one appreciates it more than me, I can assure you. But if you just bear with us a few more minutes, Lestrange, do you actually need him to be asleep to do your thing?
What the hell are you talking about? I'm paying you to find schematics.
It would be better, yes.
Juju on me.
I'm sorry, but we're talking right now, so Michelle, just relax for a second.
Flicker,
He walks away kind of.
Flicker would like to try to use the computer of the gallery to try and hack for the schematics from before, while all of this is happening. I mean, to use the distraction of this conversation.
But let's see what happens with the. Yeah, okay, but let's see what happens with the Lestrange move first.
Sure.
All right.
If you don't need him to be asleep, we can just convince him. I'm looking at Michelle. Michelle, darling, is that how they call you?
No, it's not.
Lizzie,
Listen,
you've done enough, really.
I know
Listen.
Declan is a character, and trust me, he tried to pistol whip just about every person we talk to. Apparently, that's his
It's
thing.
a sign
It's
of
nothing
affection,
personal.
okay?
But you're welcome. I know I stopped him, and you're welcome. It would really help us if we could just try and get a glimpse of that schematic. There might be. We need to know what that thief was looking for. So if we can figure that out, we can catch him, and we can return everything to you. It's really in your best interest.
But listen to me. You look like a serious guy. You have what is it? You work for the city or something? What is that tag?
Yes, I'm showing the tag. And
Reading Lestrange bullshit and all this mystical, rubbish. Do you think
know
that
what?
it's going to my mind? Do you believe it? I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that you believe it.
I look him in the eye, and yes, I believe it.
Are you lying?
No.
But you're not a true believer.
Oh! Not a true believer.
Sorry.
I'm not like.
I'm calling. I'm sorry. I'm calling the cops here. You guys.
Can
Yeah,
I try to convince him?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm basically wanting to convince. So yeah, we can.
You can try to convince him together. Yes.
All right. I mean, I basically have like all the, charming, handsome, friendly, city official. I mean, convincing is what I'm good at, basically.
Go for it. Also, Excalibur. So are you gonna assist one another, or are you gonna one of you roll and then the other is a backup?
I'm gonna take a smoke outside while you guys convince.
Yeah, I think that's best. I can assist. I'm a seasoned negotiator, and I'm kind of friends with Michelle, so I think it might help.
Yeah. So another thing we can do here is we can throw a temporary. I can throw a temporary tag at you, which I will. You are friends with Michelle, so that's another tag you can use. Handsome doesn't really work on Michelle. I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't do it for him.
Charming,
so
friendly.
charming definitely works for all the other stuff. Yeah, friendly works.
Can I get a temporary one for
Not just
saving
that
him?
he's pissed off. It's not just that he's pissed off by the attack. He's also he also doesn't believe this stuff. So
Can I get a temporary one for saving him from Lestrange?
yeah, you can do that as well. But one of you needs to roll first, and the other one needs to assist.
Yeah. What about city official? Does that? No, that's not really.
You're trying to convince him to go into a meditative state or whatever. No, city official doesn't really work here, It's like-
Yeah. All right. So I have 3, basically. I'm not sure if Excalibur, if you have more, if you want to take the lead.
No, you can take the lead. I'm not. How do I help him, though?
You change the game and you give him a bonus.
Okay,
For
so I'm
example-
gonna roll change the game first.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got 2. That's still really bad. It's a 6.
What do you try to do?
Well, since I'm a good friend, I'm a good friend of Michelle and negotiator and all that, I basically just take Fire Salamander. Do we know your real name, by the way? You're a city official.
You can give your character a name.
It's Lizzie.
It's Ash.
Nice.
Nice.
So I take Ash
call him Lizzie.
aside, and I give him a few insights into Michelle, just kind of how to talk to him and what to say, and maybe you don't want to bring the supernatural thing too much. Just you're a city official, you know cops. Just say something about how the schematics was burned into his retina or something when he, you see CIS, those stupid shows that you watch.
CSI.
While
one,
you're
Yeah, sure. All city officials just know each other. That's not racist.
While you're doing this, Michelle he just explodes. He said, "Look, guys, that's it. I called you over. You did absolutely nothing but talk bullshit and flick screens, which I could have done on my own. Thanks very much, Lestrange. Jessica, I'm very sorry, but you're all going to have to leave now. I'm calling the cops." And he has the line on, "Leave now. I don't want. If you find the schematics, bring them to me, and I will pay for the job. But just leave me alone for now, okay?"
Don't worry, we're gonna find them. We're gonna bring them back. Let's go, guys.
Don't worry about it, guys. He's always like this. All right, let's check out the church.
I'm kind of in the other room using his computer to hack things. So probably that's the moment
Did we
I
lose
come
someone?
out.
I think we lost someone.
Do I go toe to toe?
If you're hacking,
Yeah, I mean against the computer system, obviously the
no, I
security.
think you can investigate for now. If you roll something
Yeah.
bad, it's gonna hit you back.
I'd love to investigate. So I'm using can be traced as a weakness.
Okay.
I have to.
Depends on what you're trying to do. Are you hacking his personal files, or are you looking for the schematics?
No, looking for the schematics online. I mean, someone must have, as we said before, scanned it.
So you can definitely be traced.
Okay. So we'll go with computers, and I didn't get. No, I didn't get the tag from before from changing the game. The game wasn't changed now by Aviv.
Change, but not in the direction that suits you.
No, not really. Data mining and computers
Yeah. Go for it.
and can be traced. Okay, so that's can be traced is -1, so that's +1 all in all, right?
Yeah.
9.
9.
9.
So, what's your question?
I don't actually have a question. I just want the schematics.
You want to know? You want to find the schematics where they
I
are?
want the schematics.
You want the schematics?
Yeah,
Okay.
to download them.
Yeah, that would actually, if you're going for a goal, that would be go toe to toe, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
For now, you do find a kind of a blurry photo of the schematics. It's actually the scanning of the schematics, but it's a thumbnail.
Seriously?
So you can't. No, it's not. It's not tiny. It's a thumbnail in the sense that it's not the full scan, but it's quite large, and you can see what's on it, but you can't discern the very fine details.
Okay.
It's the schematics of a church called Church of Santa Teresa de Avila.
I'm not writing that down.
That's okay. I'll say it again. And it's a church that is situated in the city, in Crossend.
So I go out just as he, pushes all outside and show him on my phone, show Lestrange, the thing, and like this. I don't show it too close, just so he know that I got it, and just like go from there and put it in my pocket again.
Nice job, short stuff.
Yeah,
Nice job.
when you're that good.
Yeah, it could be clearer.
Yeah,
Although-
it's really good.
Although you did a little better than Lizzie here. Good job, Lizzie.
Who's Lizzie?
Lizzie the lizard. All right.
Lizzie the lizard.
All right. I want to open a door into the church. Can I do that?
Do you want to consciously open a door into the church?
Yes. Can I?
What's that?
do it?
He's trying to change reality so a door opens into the church.
Youch.
Yeah, we're not gonna stand in traffic. What?
Are you sure you don't want to take the car because it's going to cost you?
What is it gonna cost me?
So one of the other moves, which are the mythos and logos moves that I'm going to put on screen right now, is called holding back. And that's a move you roll when you kind of stretch your powers or abilities in a way or scale that we've never seen before. And basically, it's a catch-all move for when the MC thinks you're going over the top, but you can still do it. So the way this move goes is that I write the stakes on a piece of paper, and I don't show it to you. The stakes can be all kinds of bad things, and when you roll, if you roll over 10 or more, you do it. You can look at the stakes before doing it, and then decide to fold. If you roll 7 to 9, you just do it, and and whatever the stakes are, you take it. The question is, though, is this transportation thing really what you want to spend this on?
I guess not.
No, wait. We're 2 hours into the game. How long do we have? Like an hour or something like that? This is totally the time.
I'm going to give you plenty of opportunities to stop holding back in the next hour.
Okay.
There's booze in the car, Declan.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, the booze. Where's the car? Let's get into the car.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you've convinced me.
I'm not technically old enough to drink, but come on.
I'm afraid to ask, Fire Salamander, are you joining in the car?
How far away is this church?
It's a neighborhood not too far away. It's, I'd say, 10 minutes drive with traffic.
Yes, I can definitely take the sewers. That's fine.
Oh, come on!
It's gonna be faster. You're gonna be
Guys,
stuck in traffic. I'm
it's
gonna get
his
there before
way.
you.
Let him
It's not
express
rush hour
himself.
anymore, Lizzie. Come on, let's just.
Anyway.
just
When you're out of the door, it's already nighttime. It's cool. The clouds are gathering above, and it looks like maybe a storm is coming. You guys, there's a light rain.
There's no rain down here.
There's no rain down there, but you like the rain, so
I'm just swimming in Thesaurus. That's fine as well.
right. And okay, you drive down to the church. The car, Excalibur. You would know that that this car is a bit fancy for Cross End, which is where the church is. It can drop you off, at a safe distance, and you guys can walk, or it can, or you want to drive through Cross End with this car, make a statement. What do you want to do?
No, I'm not going to make a statement. We're going to. He'll drop us off a safe distance. Of course, there's umbrellas for everyone in the car to take with us.
Yeah, and we're not making a statement with our get-ups, right?
You're not making what?
I'm saying we're probably making a statement with our kooky get-ups.
We're making a statement for us all, Declan.
Damn right.
And you guys do remember
I'll take
that.
that as a compliment, even though it probably wasn't.
You guys do remember the cross end is the same area where those graffitis came from.
The cross end. No, I think the graffitis were in the, antique shop there from behind. Graffiti
Yes,
come out of
Declan.
nowhere.
But the
it'll just
style of the
appear.
graffiti, oh goodness.
Right.
All right.
So you're right there. The driver drops you off. You look around. It's a very rundown neighborhood. A lot of derelict houses and buildings. A lot of graffiti. All kinds of graffiti. There's, you can hear this kind of booming music in the background. You don't really know exactly where it's coming from, but the church is straight ahead. It's not very far. You can see the spires in the distance.
All right. Let's see those blueprints. Is there anything interesting on them? Is there any
Is there
secret
anything
rooms?
interesting?
Sorry, is there anything interesting on the blueprints?
Secret doors. There's always secret doors. I mean,
Into churches, yes, obviously.
sand traps.
I mean, in all the indie role-playing games that I play, of course, there's nothing as basic as
Secret door.
and secret doors, something like that. And what's next? Orcs? Come on, that's so D&D.
You're
That's
such
so
a nerd.
You don't really. Who's looking at it? Because Flicker's not really going to get the schematics.
No, not really. I probably Lestrange.
So, Declan, when you look at it, you do see that the way the posts and the foundations are arranged is kind of weird. I.e., there's something underneath the church.
Yes. I think there's something underneath the church.
I take the phone and I turn it around or something and give him back and.
There's something above the church.
Yes.
I don't know. It doesn't look like
Awesome.
there's anyone inside. Do people actually come here? Does it look like people actually come here? I mean, is there the thing, they put before churches on this Sunday, mass will be about.
Yeah, there is,
Charity.
but it's it's sideways. It's skewed. It's broken.
Oh.
And the whole church looks like it's active. There's a light inside, but it's kind of. First of all, right now it's locked. Sorry, it's not locked. It's just it looks closed, and there's nothing going on inside. But there are a couple of lights on inside, and it certainly looks like someone is practicing there.
Is there graffiti on the church walls? Like, is that kind of rundown church?
No, because
People still have faith in this neighborhood.
people still have faith in this neighborhood. There isn't so much as a drop of paint on the walls of the church.
Okay. I say we
So-
go and knock.
I arrive at this point from the sewers. Apparently, there's not a lot of traffic this time. Apparently, there's not a lot of traffic, so I got there a bit late. But before I go up, I wanna kind of look around because obviously I know my way around the waterways, the sewers. And I haven't really seen the schematics, so I don't know if there's anything above ground, but I just want to look for entrances or secret entrances or anything out of place below the church.
Okay, investigate away. You can roll.
Okay, so snooping around.
Okay, yeah.
City waterways access, obviously. Can I use, maybe that's a bit too munchkin, I have understands how water moves. So you know how in like movies they know where
No,
the water
use
moves
that. You
in
can
order to
use
see
that
if
in
there's
this
an opening?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice. So it's +3. Yeah, I should always just investigate underwater. That's I should ever do.
That's your thing.
All right.
That's your thing.
Did it roll?
Oh wow,
Oh,
yes
wow.
it did. Yeah.
So that's a waste of power. So it's 15.
Right, you get to ask 3 questions, and I'm not doing anything horrible back to you.
Oh.
That's
wow.
nice. It's not a waste of power because you get the power as the number of questions.
Yeah.
So even though it
that's true.
succeeds, yeah, I like it.
Okay, so first question, obviously, is the secret passageway through from underneath the church?
There isn't. No, it's actually the opposite. It's almost like the space underneath this church is completely sealed off. There's nothing. There's no waterways going into it. There's no sewage. There's no pipes. There's nothing.
There's no sewage coming out. There's no sewage coming out as well.
There's no sewage coming out. There are some external pipes going into the church, but there's the space underneath the church is not. There's nothing there.
Okay. So that's kind of a waste because all the investigation is in the sewers.
You can try to understand things about this space from the way water moves around it, if you can think of a question.
Can I try and like listen in on like the floor? So to see if I hear anything, any movement, or if there's anything suspicious or anything like that.
Yeah, you can also.
That's like the snooping around kind of.
Yeah, and you're also feeling the movement of the water there. You're very attuned to water. You hear this kind of very low growl.
Growl.
Yeah, you don't know if it's like, if it's a machine or but it's like a something like that.
Okay.
Or if it's something not machine, but it's something between a whir and a whir and a growl. It's this low active sound.
Okay. And so can I use my third question as a follow-up?
Yeah.
So what is that sound?
It sounds like a heart.
What?
A heart.
Yeah, I didn't say what it is. I gave you a clue. It sounds like a heart. Like something is, at least it's alive. It's thumping.
Okay. So
And
it's
there's
like a
things
hum
moving in there.
aware.
You know, there are things moving in there, kind of like pigs in mud. You know, they're moving around, rolling in it. The liquid is moving, and then it's pumping, and it's moving, and it's pumping.
Okay. All right. So that's my three questions. So I go outside, just like behind the church, and then I circle it to meet the other guys at the entrance. And
Okay.
I
Well,
tell
anyone
them
else?
about that.
Well,
Sorry, you
took
shared
a
them?
sweet ass time, so I
Yeah,
think
yeah. I tell them everything, obviously.
yeah, I think we cut over to
Um,
Declan just kicking down the door, guns blazing. It's like,
What?
come out,
We-
wherever you are.
Oh, just let me take a picture. Oh, this is totally going on my swarm.
Declan, you kick down the door of the church. It falls down without any problem. Without any resistance.
You see, like my guns going in before me.
Already 5 likes on this.
Yeah, lovely shot. Declan Lestrange with 2 pistols walking into a church. There's candlelight. There is this kind of probably recorded music, church music, very, very lightly and very pleasant in the background. Do you dip your finger in the holy water and
No, don't.
Well, I don't believe in that crap.
Okay, you
I
walk
believe
in.
in. So yeah, I like walk in. I point my guns everywhere, and I look around, and then I like twist them up and put them back. It's clear.
Declan, come on.
Who
Be a
said
little, give a little,
Well, from what you said, I haven't seen anything else. So
Is it clear? Is there anyone here?
there is someone there? There is. Are you guys following him in?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm still
Yes,
with my guns.
immediately.
Following him in. Okay. You see a woman standing at the altar. She's the only person there. She's wearing a kind of military trousers or like pants, and she has this kind of leather jacket on. You only see the back of it. It has 2 wings, like kind of stylized on the back of the leather jacket. 2
Like
white.
gang style.
Yeah.
How old does she look?
She seems, maybe in her 20s or 30s. It's hard to tell because she hasn't turned around yet. She has her back towards you, and she seems to be praying, and there's kind of a light shining on her.
Okay. So I walk over. I'm still with my gun, but it's like pointing up.
Declan just grabs the hem of your shirt, like, give her a little privacy, a little of appreciation for spirituality, something,
There is no reason for it here right now, all alone. I'm gonna be nice. Don't worry, I'll be nice.
Okay, respectful, okay? Respect the place.
I'm coming with him to make sure that he's being.
No one trusts me in this crew. Come on.
No,
All right.
don't. You've given us so many reasons not to.
I'll be in the back, okay? I'm just.
I walk over to her, and I'm like, very interesting night to be here alone, don't you think? And I'm like a bit behind her, still with my gun pointing up.
Okay, so you see she has a kind of very short crop hair, almost white, very, very blonde. She turns her, she doesn't turn around, she just says, I'm always here alone.
That's not creepy, right?
What is your name, child?
She turns around, now she turns around, she looks, so who's in the front? Declan and Excalibur. Is Salamander up front as well?
No.
So,
Yeah, and I'm in
Salamander
the back of the row, going through Wikipedia to try and understand how to do the thing with the holy water. I want to do it right.
Right. Let me know when you find out and actually try.
No, I'm doing this, but so everyone will know how full of appreciation I am.
Right. When you do it,
I don't actually care. I just look at them. I want to see what they do.
right. So when you do it, you do it and you put back your hand. The water's a bit sticky. It's very dark, but you're looking at it, and the water is dark. I mean, the place is dark, but when you look at the water, it's the sticky dark thing.
It's just
Over
like
to you guys. This woman turns around, looks at you, and she says, she turns around and she says, what exactly did you ask her, Excalibur? How old is she? Or
What's her name?
what's her name? She says, my name is Christina. Very pleased to meet you. And she reaches out to shake your hand. She seems to be, she's very pale, almost as if she were Eastern European or something like that, of Eastern European descent. She's almost brittle. She looks so cold. She's almost brittle, and but if you shake her hand, it's quite a firm thing.
No, I actually look at her for a second, and then put my gun back in the holster and say, look at her hand. I don't shake it, and I say, it's not a good night to be here, darling. Move along.
Well, that's a shame because I'm the custodian of this place. I keep it safe from the gangs.
Well, let us keep you safe and scoot along. Come on, tell her.
That's sweet. Do you always offer such protection to people who don't need it?
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
keep that in
You
mind.
seem to be in
Everyone
charge of
needs-
things. You seem to be in charge of things here, sweetheart. What do you know about this place?
I'm wondering what are you people looking for here? Did you come here to pray?
Oh, yes, definitely. We're here to atone for all our sins. Especially
Oh,
her.
Listen.
that's really good to hear. I'm looking for people, just like you actually.
Really?
I bet that Ash is already inside by now, next to me.
Yeah, I'm basically next to you. I'm at the back of the church, just looking at those guys.
You know water, right? You know what's with
Do I
this?
know water? Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
I mean, this. Look at this. It's like, what is it? Like chocolate
I
or
know
something?
water. This is not water.
It's not chocolate.
I
It's not water, fire salamander. It's blood.
oh. So yeah, I keep Flicker away, like just like put my hand and push it back. That's not water. And I turn around to look at what's her name? Christina? Yeah. Do I know her or her gang? Like the wings? Is that like a marking of a gang, or do I know anything about her? Like crime world familiarity that I have?
No, she's not. She doesn't seem to be a gang member.
Okay. So I take Flicker. I mean, I say to Flicker, stay away from it. Let's go over to the other guys. You shouldn't be here alone.
So you're the
Flicker.
custodian here, right?
I am.
You've been here for how long?
I've been here for a long while.
Is that like some kind of a cryptic thing to say when you're immortal or something? Because, I've met some immortals. They're not that cracked out to me.
You look like you believe in a lot of things. I just don't know if you believe in the right things.
I believe in all the right things. Some of the wrong things. Some of the, medium things, but mostly the right things. Now, you tell me.
So why don't you come and pray with me for a moment?
Dude,
will.
no, don't. Dude,
I will pray with you.
there's something wicked
Don't
strange
do it.
about her. Dude, I said no.
If you answer my question here, what's under this church?
She takes a deep breath. She says, obviously you people have figured it out by now. Well, at least figured out that there's something going on.
We've figured anything out, but we're testing you to see if you figured it out. As well.
What I mean is that you notice that there's no graffiti on the church. There's a reason for that.
And that
this
is...
church is protected from these beasts. And
from where I come from, usually graffiti is actually protection. So that's an interesting thing to say.
Well, here it's used by a gang called the Beasts to mark their territory, and I want to make this a safe place for people to come and pray in. That's my only concern. So either you're here to pray with me, or
that's all fine and well, but you still haven't answered my question.
Which is?
Say, I have a question as well.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
What's under this church? I mean, I could show myself in if that's needed, but you know, I'm feeling courteous today.
She looks at you and she says, "Okay, take them down." And at that point, something flies out of the darkness towards Fire Salamander and Flicker.
Yeah, I want to act just before it happens.
Go right on ahead.
Using my time-space warping. I have a power tag.
So you are facing danger.
Oh yes, I am totally facing danger. I want to use my abilities to avoid an incoming hit, endure harm, resist a malign influence, or hold it together. Yes, I will avoid an incoming hit. Thank you. You need to name a status with its tag and tier.
Right. So if you don't face this danger, you are going to get. You're going to get a tier 3 status that, until it happens, I don't want to name it just yet. So.
Let's make sure that doesn't happen. I will use short-range teleportation and act just before it happens.
Right. So you're not protecting Fire Salamander in any way. Just.
Oh no! She just reacts. She disappears and reappears. A few how do you call that? There's a name for this church. The sittings in the church.
Aisles?
No, there's a specific name to it. Anyway, a few way away. A few
benches.
Way away.
Yeah, but there's a specific name for those benches. I don't remember it.
Okay.
I will. So those two.
Go for it. +2. You roll.
Noise. That's not good.
It's not bad either.
No, it's a 7.
So it's a 7. So when you roll face danger and you get a 7 to 9, you get the status, but you drop it by 1 tier. So you're going to get a tier 2 status. Fire Salamander, what are you going to give us for trying to get out of the way?
I heroically jump out of the way, of course. I'm doing like a roll.
Heroically jump out of the way.
yeah. That's how I roll. And I roll.
I heroically put the little children in front of me to
well, I got
heroically,
Strange in front of me. He can take the bullet. That's fine.
Go for it.
That's dodging athletic, I guess. I don't see anything.
Sure.
Else. Yeah. Yeah.
So very heroically even.
Yes. So when I roll out of the way,
yes.
I roll.
I think his dice are loaded.
Right. You what happens is that something blinking and metallic flies through the air, and as it comes near you, it explodes in a very big concussive blast,
Disaster.
Fire Salamander, you see it coming, you leap out of the way, and you leap clear. You can decide where to. Is it behind something? Is it just far? You leap totally clear of the thing. You roll and you land on your feet. Flicker, not so great. You do react before it happens, but you go in the wrong direction, and the blast kind of bounces off one of the walls and knocks you down, and you get disoriented too. So that's your status for now. As soon as this happens, you feel the walls that were hit by this blast. This church isn't all that strong, and it just they kind of shudder, and the Christina shouts, "What the hell are you doing? I told you not to use concussive blasts here."
What was the thing that did all the thing?
I told you not to use the concussive mines here, and she just shouts it to the top of the church.
Okay.
Definitely don't use concussive mines. Like Declan just jumps into like the one of the aisles to protect himself, and right away tries to find someone to aim at.
Okay, what about Excalibur? Where are you positioned?
Excalibur quickly and elegantly finds herself behind Christina, and her very nice silver bracelet forms into a insanely sharp blade that she points at the girl's neck.
Okay,
and she yells at the ceiling.
You're gonna have to go toe to toe with her because she's a fast one.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can definitely use your weapon for this.
So I can transform into any weapon. I have accurate, which I think would work because I'm not trying to hurt her, just to threaten her.
Sure.
And it's inconspicuous in bracelet form, so maybe it was kind of surprising and unexpected.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good use of the tag.
Also, good reputation.
Yes. I would never hurt anyone. I'm good with kids too.
But maybe determined?
I'm tough as a nail. Is tough as a nail helpful here?
Well, maybe if she begs you to let her go, you can use tough as a nail too.
Okay, that's for later. Yeah.
I think you're set.
Okay, let's roll this. Did anything happen? Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Ooh, that's 13.
Awesome. So you get to choose 2 out of 3 options. Let's take a look at go toe to toe. So go toe to toe basically means that you can choose 3 options. And the first option is to actually take something they hold or reach the goal that you were going for. In this case, you will assume the position that you were going for.
Mm-hmm.
You get them good means you can also inflict a status on that person or on your target. It doesn't have to be like an injury. It can be
terrified.
like terrified or whatever.
Yeah.
And since you were using 3 power, the tier of the status is going to be tier 3.
Nice.
And the third choice is to block, dodge, or counter the best attempts. If you don't choose this, they can also inflict something back on you. So it's kind of a tough choice. But you have two options. You can choose 2 options.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to inflict a status of, like terrified or scared for her life.
Okay, very good.
And I don't know if that counts as reaching my goal, but I want to shout at the figure in the ceiling, I guess. Sorry?
Well, your goal was to get in position behind her. So if you don't choose that, you won't actually manage. You're still going to scare the bejesus out of her. But
no, I'm definitely going to go. I want to be there and have my knife at her neck.
Right. So Christina takes a tier 3 status. NPCs and threats that we call dangers in this game. They take statuses in a different way than you guys because I don't roll for defending from them, but they have different ways of dealing with them. Right now, she has that status, but since you didn't choose protecting yourself, block their attempt, something's going to happen to you, but it's not coming from Christina. There is, that light that was kind of shining down on the altar. It starts burning. It doesn't really burn. It just reflects in a weird way right into your eyes. So you're blinded. But it's not a very, it's not like you can't see anything. It's just you can't look at a certain direction. And that's going to be a tier 1 blinded status that you can't use face danger to defend from because you just got it in a move. So
yeah.
During the fight with her, this thing starts flaring and kind of blinding you momentarily. So that's for your next action. You can still shout at whoever it was what you wanted, your threat, or
show yourself or the girl gets it.
Right.
Nice one.
So, you see someone walking out of the back of another side of the church, one of the wings of the church. He walks out of the shadows. He's another kind of military style guy, but now you see him with his hoodie off, but it's pretty much the guy who broke this morning into the art gallery, and he has this dark sallow skin and another kind of buzz cut haircut.
The infamous Disc Master. We have you now.
So he walks out. He has his backpack with the little discs on the back. He walks out with his hands up, nothing in his hands. He says, "Okay, don't hurt her. Whatever you do, don't hurt her." And he walks into the center of the aisles. Until someone stops him or tells him whatever.
All right, stop right there. Declan has his guns on, both guns on him. Like
Okay.
one of the guns goes back and forth from the Christina, but one of the guns is always on him.
Christina's pretty much can't do a lot of moving at the minute. With Excalibur holding her a huge blade thing to her neck.
I guess we're in a Mexican stand-up. No, that's not what this is. No,
Not at
no.
all. Amit, I sent you
Just
a
so I thought to
message.
say that.
Amit, I sent you a message on the Hangout chat just so you'll take a peek at it. I think that as you do that, I mean, as you, Neev, do that, Flicker will try to get close to him and take the bag from him, the bag with probably all the mines.
Discs.
And just, the discs from the Disc Master.
Disc Master.
Yes.
Okay.
Not sure if I need to roll for it, if he's really is just, raising his
Are you
hand.
done?
And
Are you going to walk up to him and take the discs away? By the way,
Yeah.
I didn't get the message.
then I will send it to you in a different way.
Okay.
Till you
I'll
get it.
discover it on my own.
Send it through the Hangout itself. So I will. Yes, the plan is just to get the bag off of him, so he won't, to disarm him. Basically, I'm guessing he let me because he seems like he's submissive, subsumed.
Yes, he's
Either that or he's bluffing.
either that or he's bluffing.
Yeah, I know, but so do I need to roll for it? Because I'm horrible at identifying bluffs. I mean, I'm the worst.
Well, do you do something? Do you try in any way?
I try to get there and grab the bag and take it off of his shoulder.
When
Okay,
Flicker
so
does
when you
that, can
come
I
near him,
try and see?
Sorry?
I mean, when I see Flicker starting to get near him, can I look at his face or his arms, see if he has like any, trigger, or if I see that he's bluffing or anything like that?
You can certainly do that. You can investigate.
Okay.
Sick answer to a burning question. Yeah.
So I'll investigate. I don't really think I have anything relevant, to be honest.
Well, I'm trendy, so
You can roll with
yeah.
nothing. You can roll +0 for for all the moves that you can do because you're a human being, like look.
Yeah.
Or
yeah. I have nothing. All right. So let's see how that goes.
that's a 7.
it's a 7. So
7. Yeah.
if you want to look into it, you're going to have to come out of cover. It's going to expose you to danger. That's my choice for this move.
I'm
And
fine with that.
even if you roll with 0, you still have a minimum of 1 question. So what's the question going to be?
Well, is he bluffing? Did he really turn himself in, or does he have something up his sleeve and he's going to use it just now?
Yeah, he's bluffing.
Well, I don't know that, so I'm going closer.
No, so I shout. I
Yeah,
shout
okay.
at you before you. As you walk, I shout like, "Flicker, stop! He's lying."
She totally reflexively looks back at Salamander and just flicks back standing next to him, a bit
Not
surprised.
so fast. It does explode at that point.
Oh yes, there's that. Okay, nice. But I
But
just before it happens.
Tag warned. You've been warned.
Okay, nice.
So what happens is that when you put your hand on him, and then you hear the warning, it's like your hand goes through him, and then it's almost like you put your hand through the line of light in a movie projector.
Like he's a hologram or something?
Something like he's a hologram.
Oh.
But you don't see the point of projection. So when you do that, he just it kind of moves, it shifts, and then you see that there is something on the floor, something blinking, and it explodes again.
Okay, I think it's time to be brave.
Can I throw myself to get Blink out of the way?
You can, but I'm going to maybe offer Blink to push her powers to something wacky, if you have an idea.
Her name is Flicker.
I have an idea, yes. I was thinking about using, tearing the time-space apart in order to make this kaboom a very small kaboom indeed, and try to contain it. So it won't explode on me and not explode on the church, but only on the location where it is.
Containing an explosion is not something you've done before, so that
No, not really.
falls under the category of...
Scarlet Witch and that turned
Yeah,
out.
kind of Scarlet Witch in a way, but she uses like force fields, and I'm going to tear time-space apart, so you know.
So nothing like Scarlet Witch.
Yes. Yeah, it's time to stop holding back.
Very good. So I'm writing down the stakes.
So you choose one of the 4, right?
I choose one of the 4. Let's take a look. So what are my options? So my options in this move are very, very, there's a wide range of things I can choose. I can choose it. One of your themes is resisting. An aspect of you is resisting, so you have to make another move, make a hard choice if you want to succeed. I can choose that it will burn out some of your tags in a specific theme.
Ouch.
I can, if someone tries to, I don't know, bend space so that the explosion hits someone else, maybe it has to cost them.
Yeah.
Sacrifice something. It will leave a mark means that you take a status, and it will change you forever is even more extreme. So players need to kind of consider how much they want to bend the story when they go into this move.
Wait, it can really change my Mythos Logos, I don't know, balance?
Well, you always have a chance to see this before you actually go
Yeah.
for it. But yeah, if you're going to, I don't know, merge, if mitosis merges with the cells of I don't know, an enemy virus that was sent to destroy the world and tries to cure it or something, that could definitely change a theme.
Nice.
And mitosis can decide whether he wants to go for it or not, but it could happen.
So I roll plus logos.
Yeah, you roll plus logos. So the more balanced and grounded you are, the more chance you have to.
And of
deal
course,
with
I have the lowest logos in the party. I have 2 logos. Because only 2 of my themes are logos. Okay.
Right.
we'll go
So
with
I'm
that.
just going to give you a discrete. Roll the die first. The dice.
Plus 2. Don't I get to add anything else?
No, it's really sheerly depends on how grounded you are.
Yay!
So
Nice.
Nice.
You are so grounded.
At that
You
moment,
just read a Wikipedia
yes.
about how to be grounded.
Look, she decided not to flick away. That's the first for her.
I'm going to review because you rolled over 10 and above. Over 10, I'm going to show you the stakes
Sure.
and tell you what's going on. So the stakes are to burn a theme.
Yeah.
So if you're going to contain this explosion, it's going to take everything you've got for now.
4 times space warping?
4 times space warping.
I'm going for it.
You're going for it?
Yes.
Very good. So, Flicker, you actually managed to avoid this by... What does it look like when you bend time so radically?
Well, you know, black holes.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
of
Okay, so that's like a time hole. Like it makes the explosion go 200 years into the future or something like that for a moment, and it looks like very uninteresting in a way because nothing happens. I mean, it explodes, but she just spreads her hands and nothing happens because she managed to push it totally aside. It looks a moment like as if something cracks like a mirror, but there's no mirror there. It's just reality, and then everything is back together.
And in the future, 200 people die in a terrible
No,
explosion.
and whatever,
Not my problem.
and whatever is the reason Christina doesn't want this church to blow up, it's going to happen 200 years from now.
Not my problem.
Not
We're
your
playing the
problem.
long game here.
Dude, yeah.
Okay. So this thing explodes. Talk to me. What are you guys doing? Fire Salamander, Declan Strange.
I'm just shocked in awe of what the hell just happened. And I'm like, whoa. That is impressive.
While you're woeing, there's all kinds of discs flying around, so you might want.
Discs!
Is there like,
tried to
do I
shoot some
see
discs.
the point of origin for those discs?
Point of origin, yeah, there is. They're coming from the arches. Sorry, at the top of the church.
What are
Are
we
they coming from-
standing on? Sorry.
Say again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are
I'm
they
waiting
coming
for
from
Salamander
multiple
to-
places?
Yeah.
So it's not just like one place that froze all
No,
of
no,
them.
no, no. It's the one place, but or at least
Oh, okay.
or at least someone is moving and throwing it. You don't know if there are several people, but it's
All right. So I'm running up there basically. Are there stairs at all?
yeah. There's stairs. There's the pipes of the big organ you can climb on. There's lots of cool church things to get up on.
I'm definitely climbing. I don't need no stairs.
Right.
What are we standing on? Is it like wood or what? What's the floor like?
It's a kind of a marble floor. But while
Okay.
you are kind of responding to what's going on, whoever this person is spraying the place with these little tiny flashing, beeping flying mines.
And obviously ignoring Christina's warning. He doesn't care
No.
about her at all.
For the second one, yeah, but for your blast that you stopped, yes. But these other ones are just landing in places and they're not exploding. It's almost like he's creating a minefield around the church. Christina's shouting, "These better not be bloody concussive ones."
All right. I'm just running, not with them, but trying not to, step on any of those. But I'm just running straight forward, jumping on the organ. It does like a nice chord, like a low, as I step on it, and then just jump up on the pipes, latches on like to the arcs, and jump above them.
Cool, you're taking a risk. That's pretty obvious. There's a lot of mines, and you're climbing an organ. So it's a pretty straightforward move. If you roll over 10, you do it.
I think it's
9.
Yeah, I think it's athletic for the running and jumping, dodge for the mines, and brave, I guess, for
Brave.
even doing that.
Yeah, let's go for brave. Go for it. Wait, you didn't take any kind of status, right? So far.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Go on.
So that's 8. Slip, flinch, or hesitate.
Okay. You get across the new minefield pretty easy, but when you start climbing the organ, you're not quick enough, and it breaks under you, and you have a choice. Either you fall on one of the close to one of the mines. It's not really on top of it. It's close to one of the mines, or no, let's do it a different way. Actually, let's do it a different way.
You die.
You have a choice. You can make a leap and grab the arch with your hands, but if you do it, you're going to be in a disadvantageous situation. I'm going to give you a temporary status of vulnerable 2.
Definitely doing that. The alternative is that I fall down, and that doesn't look cool, so I'm just jumping and hanging on.
Go for it. So you just got a status, vulnerable 2. Lestrange, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run towards the stairs and try to find the entrance to downstairs while I yell, "It seems like you guys got this!"
Beautiful. So you're looking around, you're running down the stairs, you're probably shooting your way through a couple of doors. There's, wood chips, all over the place and splinters, and you bust the door with a kick, and eventually you reach the bottom of the church. At least that seems to be the lowest space that you can find. And there's an old fresco on the floor.
What's that?
Made out of little stones. This kind of a piece of art embedded into the floor. And it looks like something. There's a big cross on top of something with antlers.
A big cross?
There's a big red cross, and it's on top of something with antlers. So it's not on top. It's a flat 2D image, but the image is of a cross over something unidentified.
A Christian-like cross, or a X here's the treasure kind of cross?
A very Christian cross. Well, it's not like the length and the width of it are equal, but it's obviously a religious symbol.
So a cross, and then something under it, and then antlers?
No, the thing under it is some kind of shape, maybe a shape of a head, but it has antlers.
I see. All right.
Meanwhile, upstairs, Excalibur, what do you do with this lady who seems to be giving the orders, but is actually under your thumb?
Well, I don't really see what's happening in the church, but there's stuff exploding and my friends are shouting. So I press the blade slightly closer against her neck, and I say, Christina, we're not here to harm your church, but it seems like your friend is currently the one who's harming it. So could you please ask them to stop it? And as I say the words, I push the blade closer and closer against her neck until there's a tiny drop of blood.
Okay.
So that's, is that convince or Toto? I'm happy to convince. I'm a very good negotiator, you know.
Yeah, you are. Right now, you're a very good negotiator. You're also getting, there's a section just under convince about leverage. You certainly have some. So you're getting a temporary status. You know, you're on top right now. So you have a status of 2, tier 2 status that will help you in this action. And
cool. Does that add a 2 to the roll?
Yes, if you have a beneficial status, it adds 2 to the roll. I mean, you have her under your, under your blade. She's very, eager not to get that blade into her, so she's willing to negotiate.
So that's 2 from the left, 1 from the negotiator. Can I add tough as a nail as well?
Go for it, yeah.
Clearly, there go. Perfect. So that's 2d6. Let's roll it. That's not great, but it's 5 plus 4, so it's 9.
Very good. So basically, she has to. You had the power of 4. So whoever's being convinced has to choose whether to take a status, an additional status that is equal to your tier. So it's a tier 4 status. It's no joke.
Wow.
Or if you rolled 7 to 9, give in a little. Or if you rolled 10 or more, really update their own agenda to include yours. So right now she needs to give in a little, and she shouts. She's not going to take another status because that's gonna pretty much take her out. So she shouts, Proximo! Stop the fireworks! And that comes at a very opportune time because whoever this guy Proximo is, he's standing right over Fire Salamander with a beeping, flashing mine.
Like one from each ear, like ready to close.
And exactly, and he was going to just leave it on the art there and walk away, but he freezes. He holsters, if you can say, he puts the mine away, and Christina says, "Everybody, stop it! It's very dangerous what we're doing here. We've been trying to protect this church for millennia."
What is it you're protecting?
This church was built over a very dangerous place. There is something kept here, something that we've tried to keep safe, but it's been cracking and it's been derelict for so long that something has escaped. Something came out of it.
And the camera goes over to Lestrange, walking closer and closer to
like,
something, ready to tear it apart.
I'm like,
exactly.
I've seen this in a movie. I've seen this in a movie once, and he like cuts he takes out like a dagger, and he cuts his hand.
Oh my
and he
God.
like puts it on the symbol,
Just try that on everything you find.
Exactly.
Right.
I've seen the movie once.
It's very good. It's a very good timing because the crack from the first explosion starts expanding from the top of the church down through the foundations, and there's a very big crack going on through the fiasco. And Declan Lestrange, are you a true believer?
Always.
Good. So your blood goes into the crack. When steam, green steam, starts coming out of it, green smoke, something is bubbling beneath, and the crack just opens very wide. Antlers show out of it. A green giant leafy hand comes out of it, grabs Declan by the throat, and you hear, "Too late." That's where we're gonna stop.
Oh, can someone help me up before we stop? Because I don't want to be hanging on the ledge for like.
That's a literal cliffhanger.
Nice. Okay, right.
Awesome.
Oh wow.
Yes. And here we stop. Good game. GG everyone. GG.
Yeah, it was great.
Definitely.
Right, guys. So yeah, I had a great game. Thanks for being amazing characters.
How much of the adventure do you still have prepared? I mean, how much did we do from what you had prepared?
I kind of compacted it. It was much more complex. You were supposed to meet Proximo before. You know, he was the guy that you figured it out that broke into the art gallery. So there was a stage where you met Proximo and he would lead you to Christina, but we had to kind of compact it, and I'm glad we did. And there is just this tiny, big, massive battle that.
We missed.
Yeah, but I think it's the story is pretty cool as it is now, so we can play it out with maybe another case.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Next time on Declan Lestrange and Friends.
And he's
I really like Flickr. She's really to my taste. Well, if anyone wants to know more about City of Myst, where should they go, Amit? What should they do?
They should go to our website, cityofmyst.com with a Y, Myst with a Y. And they should look us up on Google Plus and on Facebook, where we share loads of updates on the new art and on the game development. We are going to currently all the files that we've shown are available for download at the website. That's the game alpha that is already play tested, and we've played it many times. And we're about to release a starter set for anyone who wants to delve deeper into the game. With these cool characters and more. So yeah, definitely look us up and check it out.
And if you like narrative games, then you might also want to listen to our new podcast, which is, I mean,
Roll for Narrative.
thank you. Yes.
Is it also on cityofmyst.com?
It's on the website, and we publish it also on Facebook and Google Plus. So if you're following us, you're going to hear about it.
Okay. And Aviv, if everyone wants to know more about you and me and our webcomics, what should they do?
Well, what they should do is go to up4players.com, where they can find hilarious comic strips about gamers and gaming. And also, we have a podcast.
Yes,
Still,
that happens as well. Yes, once a week. But we don't talk about narrative games. We talk about whatever the hell did we want.
Yeah, there's hardly ever any narrative at all.
No, not. And again, I just want to make it clear, because I'm not sure how clear it was at the start. I am participating as an editor in City of Myst. Yeah. So not only I will probably be still talking about it in up to 4 players, I also... no, that's basically it. I'll just get to talk about it more on up to 4 players. That's
Yay! Yeah.
But now, wait, if we want to find Ev somewhere, where can we do that?
Ooh, can we find Ev?
No, you can't find me anywhere.
In the sewers.
Just taking a stroll in the sewers.
We'll put, of course, the Twitter handles of all of us in the doogly-doo in the description below, and that's it. If you want to tweet at us, we are tweetable. We can be tweeted. That's
Very
Great.
Excellent.
Thank you for joining us, and that's it, I think.
Okay, I'm stopping the recording.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.